This is the Financial Freedom Pod. I'm Bruce Whitfield. We all have these dreams, and don't deny it, because you know it's true, of a long-lost relative you've never met, never heard of, have no emotional connection to, but they've died, and you are the next relative in line, and you get given this enormous windfall. It's a wonderful problem that we'd all like to have. Warren Ingram, how do we invest a windfall, this lump sum of money that we suddenly come into?
I think the starting point is you have to have a game plan, Bruce. I think trying to kind of think on the fly is a really bad idea when it comes to investing. So to be a little bit strategic, a little bit more methodical in an approach works very well. And when you're in times where there are always going to be reasons to be excited or fearful when you're talking about investing a lump sum. So you could be sitting there, ready to deploy a lump sum, but desperately worried about a big election somewhere in the world that could impact you, or it could be that you're worried that stock markets are expensive and you don't want to buy up just before everything crashes. There will always be a reason that you'll be worried. I think for me, the best strategy I can think of to manage my emotions, to manage the motions of markets, is phase the money in, feed it in over a period of time. And if the lump sum is large, if it is a big estate from a very newly beloved family member that's died, then phase it in over a longer period of time. Take 6 to 12 months to feed that money in. If it was a small bonus because that's all your company can afford to pay you, then maybe feed it in over a short period of time, like 3 months. But size counts, so bigger is longer. And if markets are very expensive, if all you've been reading about is that things have been going up and up and up, then you want to extend that phase-in period as well. If markets are in the middle of a doldrum, shorten the phase-in to 3 months.
Okay, very important lesson there, Warren, in terms of you must start now. And even if markets do fall 10, 15, 20%, if you've extended the period for long enough, you buy into that dip. And as the recovery happens, you get the benefit. That's the thinking, right, of extending over a longer period of time.
Yeah, mathematicians don't like phasing in because they'll point out the X% of times where it was a mistake to phase in. But the behavioral finance people, and that's the camp I'm in, would say our most important job is to get going with our investments and to stay invested and earn the dividends and get the growth irrespective of the market fluctuations. And for that reason, phasing in makes sense. When markets are expensive, phasing in to limit the volatility impact is important. So yes, that's exactly right.
Now, there's no action I don't think we can take this week, Warren, because sadly, I've checked the family tree extensively and every relative I know is taken. So it's not just about that wonderful windfall or a lottery win if you buy a ticket, but there are times where you may come into some money, a sizable amount. This year's dividend payments that came into your private share portfolio, or if you're lucky enough to work for a company, they may have paid a bonus this year. How might you treat that in real terms?
I think that's exactly the situation where you want the game plan decided before you start. So make it clear in your mind that if you don't have debt and you are going to invest this money as a lump sum into your portfolio, the bigger the amount in your life, the longer the phase in. The smaller the amount, the shorter the phase in, and then get it automated so that you don't have to think about it every month. It just happens.
Very important. Warren Ingram, Certified Financial Planner. I'm Bruce Whitfield. This is the Financial Freedom Pod.